If you decluttered your mind, would you be able to renew your life? I'll let you know how in this video. How's it going, Reinventors? My name is Amelia Sims. This is Reinventing You, the channel where you can be inspired to take your own reinventing journey so that you can live a life of joy, fulfillment, and purpose. I post twice a week, and I'm glad that you are watching. Please stay tuned to the end of the video, and when you get there, give me a thumbs up. There are a lot of YouTubers out there who are talking about the minimalistic lifestyle. And minimalism is a way of basically getting rid of a lot of stuff. But I wanted to know what the definition of minimalism is actually. So I looked it up in the Merriam-Webster dictionary. And according to that dictionary, the definition of minimalism is a style or technique, as in music, literature, or design, that is characterized by extreme sparseness and simplicity. I remember in school learning about minimalism in terms of art, in terms of music, although I don't really remember it in terms of literature, even though I was an English major. But anyway, a lot of people have adopted a minimalistic lifestyle in their homes. Basically, they've done super decluttering and aren't going and purchasing more stuff, which is wonderful. But what I want to know is, how can you take that same concept and not just declutter your house or your room, but how about your mind? One of the things that I am looking at when I am reinventing myself is, what can I get rid of? What are the things that I am dragging along with my life and my emotions and my fears and all of this baggage, this mental baggage that is keeping me from renewing myself? And I realized that I have got to declutter my mind. I've got to get rid of the stuff, just like you would declutter a closet or go through your clothes or clean out your parents' house. You have got to declutter your mind. The thing about it is if you get on YouTube, you will see a lot of ways to declutter your mind. And I was kind of overwhelmed by everything because I realized the way I do it is just so simple, and it doesn't involve a lot of time, because a lot of the ways people are suggesting to declutter your mind, it's going to take a lot of time. For instance, several people suggest writing things down, which I'm not opposed to that. I feel like I'm a writer. I do write stuff down. But it takes so much time to write and then edit or look at it or to make decisions about it. And that is not what I'm about. You know, I want to declutter my mind. I want to do it and get it done. And it's got to be done again and again and again every single day. There's some people who say, oh, well, you need to meditate. And there's nothing wrong with meditation. In fact, I'm trying to adopt meditation as part of my own lifestyle. But at the same time, meditation is timely. I mean, it does take some time and focus and work to really get there. So what do I use? Well, I use something called the Serenity Prayer. If you know somebody who is a recovering addict, whether it's alcohol, drugs, or something else, food even, you know that many of them use the Serenity Prayer to help them through it. Now, the Serenity Prayer is one of these prayers that we think was written by Reinhold Niebuhr, but we're not really sure. There was a controversy about it several years ago. Somebody, Sinead O'Connor, was involved. But anyway, one of the things that I like about the Serenity Prayer is it's very simple. And basically it says, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. If you are a person who is you consider yourself an atheist, you don't believe in God, you don't believe in higher power, the Serenity Prayer can still be powerful, because it says basically to the universe, I want to be able to figure out, what are the things in my life I can change? What are the things in my life that I can't change? How do I know the difference? I mean, that is such a basic concept. And I think that's where our minds get cluttered up, because we hold on to all of these things that we cannot change. The Serenity Prayer has helped many addictive personalities to make some major changes in their lives. But one of the things that I know about anybody with any kind of recovering from addiction is that it is not this long-term process. You are focused on that moment. You are focused on that day. And I think that is the key to decluttering our minds, because what happens is we may be fine one day and we go to sleep, and as soon as we wake up, our minds are still back with all the clutter in it. So we have to take this one day at a time. So using the Serenity Prayer, I have 4 ways that you can declutter your mind. The first thing to do is to ask yourself, can I change it? Whatever it is in your mind. I am really bad about making up stories. My husband will tell me one thing and I will, so-and-so can't come to the staff brunch. Well, that means they really don't like me. They don't like that I'm not participating in the choir, or there's something, wrong, or they don't like my husband, and, it goes on. And my husband said is that person can't come to the brunch. So I have to say, okay, I can't change that. I can't make somebody come. I can't make somebody like me. I can't make somebody to come. I don't know why they did it. It's just a fact. I have to say, I can't change it. That is just a fact. The first question you have to ask is, whatever's going on in your head, is this something that you can change or not? The second thing is to say, okay, if you can change it, what is stopping you? How many times do you shy away from making actual change in your life? How many times do you just accept the way the things are, that it's the status quo? My husband is really bad about saying it is what it is, which I hate that. To me, that's sort of this negative. I know somebody else who used that, and it just drove me crazy. But I understand it also comes from this same idea. What can you change? What you can't change? If you have something that you can change, then why aren't you changing it? The third thing is, okay, you've got something that you can change, but for some reason you're not changing. You can't seem to act. You have got to get rid of whatever that is, the fears, the insecurities, the doubts, and you have got to do it. Now, it's not an easy thing to do. I have a video up here that talks about having courage, and you've got to have courage if you're going to reinvent your life. If you are committed to reinventing yourself, then you have got to learn to face your fears. Courage is not, saying, I'm afraid I can't do it. It's saying, I'm afraid, but I'm going to do it anyway. So you have got to say, okay, I'm a little bit fearful here, or I'm not sure I'm going to do this right, but I'm going to do it anyway. So you've got to overcome. If it's something you can change it. And the fourth thing that you need to do using the Serenity Prayer and the idea of recovering addictive personalities everywhere is you have to take it one day at a time. And that is every day you have got to say, what is in this that I can change? What can I not change? How can I get rid of all my fears and insecurities and doubts and do what I need to do? You have got to do that every single day. The whole reinventing journey, the whole renewing yourself is a day-by-day process. If this video has been helpful for you, if it's using the Serenity Prayer, the idea behind the Serenity Prayer is going to be helpful for you to declutter your mind, please give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You see my lovely face here on the screen. You can click on that and subscribe that way. Also, check out these videos that I have done on other issues, including how to change after you're 50 and why I'm not leaving YouTube. Have a great one.